What if carbon finances the agriculture of the future tomorrow? The more agroecological we cultivate, the more we fix the carbon. Now imagine that this could be transposed to our environment in the northern countries with the engineering and expertise adapted to our cultures. A world free from unbearable credits, daily stress of agricultural practice with more and more financial, meteorological, pest risks, dependence on the purchase of ever more expensive chemicals, ever heavier equipment. The quest for agricultural subsides, otherwise the conventional practice is not viable. A feeling that the farmer does not live from his real activity, but lives from his subsides. Margins that are dissolved in the distribution channels and used for loan repayments for the purchase of materials and raw and secondary materials. Agriculture financed is part of the carbon capture in the north, which would allow farmers to produce BIO cheaper, less indirect competition with the prices of conventional crops, based on chemical inputs that have a vicious effect on the system and are not virtuous. Remember, we are the only ones today to have demonstrated that. You can get people out of starvation in 3 years, operate a system that allows access to credit for the populations most at risk, operate in red areas inaccessible to all, sequester carbon up to 40 T hectare. All of this is possible. So now what? Thanks to its experience and results, Koassanga now offers alternatives that challenge our prejudices and above all that will change our path. In 2050, the planet's population will be 9 to 10 billion. How are we going to meet the needs of humanity? Are our behaviours changing at the same speed that the planet is changing? This is the challenge that we propose to take up all together. Change course and speed of execution to find the best compromise that allows us, and especially for our children, to live well together on this planet. On the strength of our last 10 years of experience, but above all with strong results out of the ordinary, Koassanga proposes to continue to grow and generate the green economy, with the pragmatism that continually guides us. We think further, stronger, higher. Koassanga has developed tools to make it possible to offer alternatives for produce locally, where no one believes in it anymore, bringing life back to the land that has not been used for decades, practice green, organic and pesticide-free agriculture and economy, have access to higher yields than any other practice currently offered with double-digit growth, allow a better relationship between farmers and land agents, access to better living together, naturally favouring short operating circuits which promote a circular economy which limits carbon emissions, go from an impoverishing daily life, from a non-economy to an efficient economic system that generates income and well-being. How to go even further? Accompanied by scientists to guarantee process control, we can broaden the approach to the whole of the Sahel, to regions inaccessible today, red zones on the Sahel map, to the whole of Africa, and even potentially all around the equatorial belt of the planet. With adequate means, not needing to be expensive, why not eradicate famine in a very short time, less than 10 to 15 years if we all work together? Without subsidies, but with money from the private sector, with reimbursement thanks to their created wealth. Poverty is no longer a burden on this planet. It is an opportunity for trade and creator of growth, even for the countries of the north, which today suffer from little potential growth in its usual markets. Let us improve the visibility of the actions undertaken via investors, as every industrialist does today via shareholders. Why not develop digital applications that show the status of deployment of the process in real time, the milestones reached, the results promised? Let's develop expert systems that would allow us to duplicate these activities all around the planet, always for the sake of speed. The task is great and our children no longer have time to wait. Imagine the processes as proposed by transposing them by the Koassanga practice in our Western countries, obviously taking into account our cultures, our habits and our respective climates. After a COP26 summit that the whole world considered disappointing by the decisions and the level of involvement and new ideas emitted, are you tempted, if you are ready, to wait for the COP30, the COP35, the COP40, allow us to doubt it.